Thank you, recording lady. So we are good to go about replanning implementation practice. So in this part, yeah, this is me, and also welcome to this space. After I check in all the response and also all the feedback that you expect for this space, first of all, I think we need to have some clarity about what is a replanning implementation, because some of you have a curiosity about, oh, it sounds interesting. Okay, it sounds relevant to me, like because replanning, right? So that's why I'm joining this space. So I think that in this space, I think some of space is more about clarity and also what we can do, and also based on our past experience sharing, we can give some advice and suggestion when it comes to there. So I will also encourage you, like data will have two space we are going to talk, since we have few times we are going to have, but still like I will focus on the first conversation, especially for agenda space design. Second will be replaying downscaling and management practice. I hope these two space can let you have a clear idea when it comes to how you bring forward about like your replaying conversation. So in this space, it's more about conversation and collaboration. So I think you can also share your idea, share how you implement of it, and also what is a good case or like some like the improvement or learning from previous of time. Because in the previous of time, just like the one we deliver without you know how to do the planning, and some of them you receive the entity visit from RO, but some of you lead the planning by your own. So I think like after this one semester experience, I definitely know like that something went well and that something fucked up, we can improve in the replanning. Secondly, we might not have a solution for everything, but it will be good to, yeah, you can bring this conversation to moving forward. Even though we have 3 people there, less people is more. Like we can have more powerful conversation, more idea, and also more sharing there compared to like the people we have most of people in the chat. Then like the enjoying the conversation, be proud of yourself to share your ideas and solutions. So it doesn't mean that okay, you're coming from which kind of entity, which kind of the scale, and also based on achievement progress, like you feel yourself you don't have any good idea, or even you don't have any like the things you want to share. But so I will encourage everyone, you can, if you have something you want to share it, you want to embrace of it, it's still good to go, and we are good to share. So yeah, the first topic we're going to talk about agenda space design. Before we look into this replanning agenda, this is designed by AI. Just for your information, first of all, we don't need to make this like the replanning into 5 days based on previous learning. Imagine that you make it in 5 days, you'll definitely kill yourself. So first I want you to think about is like when you receive this agenda and receive output, don't just, okay, I put this block here, put this block there, put that block here, and ask I will say, hey, you're going to share my planning. And also, I'm going to deliver everything there. I ask them to put all the strategy to finalize it there. This is what we are going to do in replanning. First of all, I hope you can take a time to look into it. And also later on, we'll have some question to look into. What are the key challenges? You definitely figure it out. Like you have something that definitely stop you, and also that cannot lead you to moving forward. So for example, I think who am I, me and my team, especially for this session, I don't recommend you to do it again, like to do the assessment and all thing again. Like people won't change in 1 semester. So I think you can definitely to bring forward, but it's more about like what is the things you want to share, want to talk, and why is the thing have a deep reflection there. The rest of part you need to look into after reviewing, look into this agenda. What is the key challenge you realize we need to change in the replanning? What is the conversation we definitely need to highlight in this replanning? Ensure the agenda is covering there. So in my past of experience, even my replanning, right, we only have like the 3 days or 4 days, and also each day just like 6 hours agenda, because we remove lots of topic, and some topic we can prepare before replanning. For example, like reflection session, team space, this is take most of the time of the replanning. But if we can do it before the replanning begin, the replanning can be more focused about what is the topic we're going to discuss and put it straightforward, but still we enjoy, and also everyone just being recharged before the replanning, and we are good to go to lead all the further conversation there. So yeah, the first step, I will open this Jumbo for all of you. So this is for everyone. So you have, I try to look in this photo on your Facebook or somewhere else that I can get the photo. So this is the thing I can get. But yeah, I will erase this part. Yeah, I would recommend you can use Jumbo for discussion leading. It also help you to bring some conversation moving forward. So let me know if you can get in. I think I need to share the permission. Yes, restrict. Anyone with a thing can edit. Okay, you can refresh it, and I think you can get into this place. So yeah, right now we have AD here. Sorry, just do some adjustment because there's some people didn't there being here. No worry, we have 3 people here. That's amazing. So yeah, the first topic I want to ask you is like, once you look into this agenda practice and also all like the replanning agenda design, what are the things you want to discuss or you want to ask in this space? So I'll give you 5 minutes. You can think about it. You can take a note down. So in the first place, and then you can drop down what is the key challenge you face in last replanning, you want to ask, you want to share. or any question you learnings you want to ask for the group. Ask for the group of people, and also like the hope everyone can figure it out or raise some conversation there. So in this space, the expect outcome is I want to ensure everyone you clearly know what is the thing you want to figure it out, and also how to customize your agenda to bring it forward. After that, you know what is a priority you want to highlight in your replanning practice and also replanning customization of your session there. All good? Any questions so far? If all good, you can give me the wave or give me the thumbs up, and I'm definitely quite good. Amazing. Thank you, Yuki. Do both of the reaction to me. So yeah, I'll give you 5 minutes, and also we'll play some song. I will also have a look about how's everything going there, and we can move forward to step 2. Need more time? If you're okay, and then we're good to go. No worry, you can still typing. So yeah, and we'll turn to the next phase. Sorry, because our time just, have some like the limitation because previous time delayed. No worry. So next phase is simple. So when we look into this part, let me share the jump board here. Yes, I saw lots of questions here. So the next phase for sure, it will be things you want to give suggestion and ideas. So yeah, I think in this space, I will still give you one more song, and also we can look into it. So you can see what's the expectation for this question, and also some idea you want to raise up. And for sure, I will also have my sticky note here. So I'll also add some points like for people if you add a question there. But if you still need to have some time to add more question, you can still add in there. But don't forget to look it back the time. I also have review what each other can do. And later on, we can raise some conversation like the one by one, and also to see what other things you have some question idea when it comes to like the agenda customization and some idea you some of solution you can provide for each other. So don't forget to use the sticky notes, and when you find like the something you want to give suggestion to each other, you can highlight your notes and also type some answer there, and just make sure you're under like each box there. Oh, good. Amazing. So yeah, I'll give you around like the 5 minutes. You can take the notes here. And I'll also share my music. So review everyone's questions. I will raise up some like the interesting topic that we can share together. Okay, so, thank you for the song. So yeah, I think like I also use the laser to highlight like the least topic I would like to raise up, and also you can listen to what other ideas and also people want to share. First is about like the how to plan for the management practice and also implementation. And then the first topic I look into is interesting to talk. And also another thing is like the involvement for LCP and LCs. That's also another one I think is also good from proposed by Yuki. And also cool. I think when Eddie mentioned about like the planning sensing, I think this thing we can also talk about in the beginning. So let's sort out the first topic we're going to talk here. So what Eddie mentioned here is how to plan for the part network management and implementation in last planning. We don't discuss about it because like the time limitation. So yeah, I think, okay. You can mention here is like the network empathy mind, and also I think it's great you can also include the LCPs into a space to have a call and cause to talk what is the things they really want. Such a good point, because I also mentioned here when it comes to like the icon and also what comes to like the network management for replanning, like network management achievement. I also show you like what we did as the RO, like the replanning master sheet, and also what we have when we evaluate like our performance output there. So you should have two things there. First is about okay, that you have a look discovery about what is have done here. We have a network service tracker. That's the first thing to evaluate the achievement and progress there to make sure like all of the delivery, no matter one-to-one, like the MCP call, or this kind of the conversation should be lead and also to bring forward. That's the first topic. And also when it comes to empathy mapping, that will also help you to get an insight how much satisfaction when people join the space, and also like the satisfaction about like all the service that we provide. And I think you also received like the recently we turned into network-based like the evaluation, right? For example, we ask every MCP call ends and everything ends. We also provide the input and survey there. You can also consolidate our survey input about what's the feedback from people there when they satisfy about network service provided by RO. But if you don't have this input there, the most effective way is in this space what you can mention. The better way is to engage the LC network and also to let them to like to join, and also in this replaying process to have a better evaluation. So yeah, I think that's the first thing topic here. Where you want to add on some point or something you want to raise up? or you're all good, you can thumbs up.
Do you have example about the education planning? I don't know whether it's called network management or some other stuff, but our
Education
problem is
cycle?
about the last time. Oh, about like topic to deliver to them, or mindset to address with them, culture cascading with them, like that. Because in the last time we planned a lot about what MC should do, but not about what should we, how should we control the local so that they can align with us and go together with us, like that.
Understood. Let me check. We have one thing about like the planning about the teen MCP education cycles. Let me check. Visual culture, visual focus. Okay. Sorry, I have lots of spreadsheet need to discover. Oh, education cycle here. Yes, so we just make it simple and clear, like make it easy. So for example, when it comes to like the MCP, we talk about timeline and also what's the key priorities about what people they are looking for. So that's the reason why we establish, okay, this is timeline we should highlight there. Secondly, we talk about education requirements. So it's more about capacity building. So it depends on timeline, right? For example, because LCP selection is September. So for sure, the education requirement should be delivered in August. So that's the first thing. Like make sure every like the education requirement should be 1 month prior and put the topics there. I think you want to get more inputs from network. You can also that then to co-deliver like the timeline and also education requirement, but also the input and expectation. So the best way I think it will be do the sensing form, because also be aware of like how much thing you can control with the network, because if you let it involve more, it means that these kind of things is also that they can control and decide it. But sometimes it also depends on MC, like what they can control as they can implement there. So my recommendation will be the better can also have a sensing form or put into a network course topic, what's the expectation for like the each month, like the topics you want to raise up and also to put it there. So I think this framework is quite simple and also that you have a clear idea, because like when you put into the every month MCP call, what kind of discussion you want to raise up, you can also embed in there.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, let me know if you need like the framework, and text me in the Telegram. So yeah, we still have 3 minutes left, but we will moving forward for like the edit one, because edit one is also like the simple one. It's better to less than or more long hours and also like more hours in the last date, and also like the NCP elect into replanning. I think I'll text you for wait for on this. But the thing I want to mention here is that especially better to have a sensing. Like I think I can share what Daisy do, because we also have the replanning, like the AI planning inputs when it comes to like the what is the conversation you want to raise up, and also what is the topic, and also what is the role you can contribute there. So yeah, let me take you a look around of the AI planning there. Yeah. Although yeah, sometimes it'll be like that really directly to share. So that's the name. So I will put myself here. And also let's get started. So like the when it comes to one word, like this is okay. And are you ready for agenda creation? Like the elaborate what's the best planning and worst planning I have in the past experience. And also like the what's the thing you want to accomplish in this replanning. So you can also have that and have the review. And also what will be the best outcome you want to achieve during the planning. And yeah, another thing, especially when it comes to like a time, you can also measure about, okay, how much time you're okay to go. You are the morning person, evening person, and also okay, I cannot wake up early, but also like the make it later, not too late, or even exciting for planning, like anytime works for everyone. So after replanning, everyone have know more about themselves, about how much their feasibility there, and also how much working hour they want to do, and also like the least kind of the things you want to keep in the reference, and how much time you want to work for working hours agenda, and also any like the is also talking about, because for time zone I think it's okay, because most of you are in the same time zone, so you need to worry about time zone issue. And also what is the session they want to deliver, and also yeah, because what is the expectation for like the people you want to enjoy in this planning, so they can take ownership, even they can join some replanning space, or even some like really enjoying both space there. And Chinuka, can you ask the delegate, ask the group, we will add 5 more minutes. I will close in the wrap up. And also, would you like to be an opportunity for the facility or any space or sessions like this kind of guiding question there? But the major thing, yeah, also like the what are the roles they can contribute in there, so you can understand your team, like okay, they want to host a space, fun activities, and also logistics support, this kind of stuff. You can also bring to conversation when it comes to team management. So these are recommendations. Be aware of like the to have more sensing, because you know your MCP more. because I cannot give you the right answer. It's like, okay, who is the best version that who can give you at the right time? Because some people like to plan the whole day, right? 12 hours, but some people they just like to 6 hours. So need to balance that all of them when it comes to the sensing there. Yes. And also like the which part of the project would you recommend to include LCP and LCs? I also put it here. Oh, this one. When we work as an SG group, there are the two major topics we work as ROs and also AIs. First is about internal and external context, because sometimes when we have the trap, when people look into the internal and external context, we're always thinking about MC level. So I think this context is also more flexible and people can bring more context from different perspectives, since we have more brands and more LC leaders, LCB leaders can be in there. So when it comes to internal and external context, it's always a good point we can engage in the beginning, rather than to dream about what we as the leaders in the entity, any context we will be aware of that when it comes into the replanning for entity direction. And replanning output presentation for sure, like you can engage LCPs and also people can think about what's the thing that you can, once you present, they can give some feedback. It's the first step, but also don't forget to send a strong principle. What is non-negotiable? What is things that you still can fix of it? Because sometimes people, when you open the space about, okay, you share all the planning presentation there, they think about, I can control everything. I want to give feedback to MC for everything. But sometimes be aware of what's a strong principle and identity. What should MC should standing for? Because sometimes it will be really out of control when it comes to people want to control everything. They just want to give feedback. Like that is also not the culture and behavior we want to shape in the network. Also another thing, like the have a sensing team agenda creation and also the output suggestion. So also look into some change. Oh, this is like the time allocation. I say another topic. And also Vet mentioned here, most of process and also including piece in change management plan. Yeah, also another thing, Viv mentioned a good point, especially change management plan, because the who will take over the change management major is LC network. So I think when it comes to change management, and also try to make it simple, and also I think it will be good. You can also use switch model in the beginning for MC planning, and the way you are going to talk to LC is about facilitation. How to that the LC can also think at the same level, and also they can add on some good points when it comes to change management, can embed with everyone. So I think these 3 blocks, especially when it comes to network management, will be the best plan. Like you can talk about it and also like collect some P ideas. And yeah, and also what should be changing uncertainty. Yes. And I think we still have time limitation, but still any question you want to raise up, and also based on your note, you want to raise up with the group, or do you think that something is sorted out, or like some ideas you want to share with the P teams here?
I think for the P thing, one of the things that I'm implementing, I think it's effective, I want to share is, we can have the stand as MC whenever we bring any discussion to them, not just give them the question and ask them, okay, what to do. I think I like, right? Yeah, not just bring them the question and like, so what do you think we should do? But tell them that as MC, this, our stand, this, how we plan. So what do you think? And let's build up on that. You can agree or disagree, but let's build up on that. Not ask them from scratch. Yeah. Okay.
Nice. Thank you, Vei. Thank you for this input. Anyone also want to raise up some of the ideas, since we have 1 minute to go, so I can open for one more suggestion or one more question here. If you are all good, you can also give me thumbs up or even give me the wave. It means you are good to go. Sorry for time limitation. So I'll try to organize the space in next. Tomorrow will be different, like the framework. So no worry. So we can also have some conversation there. But yeah, that is all of the context. But one more thing I want to talk with everyone is that originally I have a plan about another is for implementation, but since we already put a question there about how to engage network, what's the network implementation there. So I also discuss into how this topic can contribute in a way forward when we deliver capacity building. So I hope in this space, I hope you can grab some action. You can read it in the Jamboard. I will send a link to the group later, and you can wrap up of it, and also how you can bring into your MC planning. Yes, that's all. So people, please check out the calendar, and also wait, let me send a link to you. It'll be much easier. Okay, here you go. So you can join the main plenary to join the closing the session together. See you. Thank you, babe. Bye.